Good evening, everybody, from the newly refurbished Honduras here in the campus of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Welcome to Augsburg men's hockey tonight here on Auggie Game Central as the undefeated Auggie men taking on the winless Falcons of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Everybody uptown wishing boys the Auggies, as Tom Ritchie is on camera doing the engineering, the broadcast and presentation of Augsburg University in cooperation with Mike Company, TJ Broadcast Services, TJSportsOnline.net. And this broadcast here on Auggie Game Central brought to you by Twin City Orthopedics, by Wells Fargo, Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, also brought to you by the Bonnie's Pizza and Hot Hoagies, the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel, 360 Wow Incorporated, the Corner Bar, Private Financial for Lutherans, Jimmy John's, and also brought to you by Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue, South Minneapolis. The Falcons under head coach Steve Freeman. He's been here a long time. He was an assistant before that under the legendary Dean Telefus. They're introducing the Falcons. We'll get to our Auggie lineups in just a bit. As for the Falcons, again 0-3. They lost to Concordia, Wisconsin 4-3. Lost to Minnesota School or Milwaukee School of Engineering the second night last week, 3-1. Last night lost to St. John. Doug Schuler's crew, pretty good. They're 6-2. The starting lineup for the Falcons: Zach Quinn in goal. He's a sophomore from Westland, Michigan. On defense, David Landau Jr. from Newton, Connecticut. And the other defenseman is Christian Hausinger. He's a freshman from Anchorage. Steve mentioned there are 18 new faces, 14 new freshmen. The forward line for the Falcons is Max Dunner, freshman from Buckalito, Washington. At center, Joey Dropluck, a junior from Pembroke Pines, Florida. And Caden Cahill, a freshman from Anchorage. For the Auggies, Nick Schmidt in goal, making his fourth start. Goals against the average of less than one, actually 4 goals given up in 3 games. But right now from Hot Arena, tune in for our national anthem. Anthem is part of doubleheader day on this beautiful new complex. The basketball team is playing just across the concourse outside. I think they got most of the fans. We're going to be less than half full. Basketball game is still going on. The starters for your Auggies, once again, Nick Schmidt in goal, the junior out of Fargo. On defense will be Will Peterson, the senior from Egan, and Max Pearl, the senior from Stockholm. Up front will be Drew Anderson, Luke Deitch, and Nate Flynn. Drew out of Rochester, Luke Deitch out of Creek-Durham Hall, and Nate Flynn out of Hastings. Auggies winning last night 6-1 over UW Superior. And the Auggies got 6 goals from 6 different players. Joe Anderson, Eric Brink, Brett Bukowski also got a goal. Andy Faust got a short-handed goal. And Chandler Madry got a goal. And Luke Deitch got a goal as well. The Auggies winning 3-2 in the showcase as they defeated Gustavus and then won the second night 4-1 over Concordia Moorhead. The Falcons defending the goal to our left, Zach Quinn, sophomore from Westland, Michigan. Again, his 0-3 record. Nick Schmidt is defending the goal to our right. Auggies begin play. MIAC next week. But this weekend is crossover weekend. MIAC against the WIAC. Luke Deach to take the draw against Joey Druplin. And off the face up control by the Falcons and sent into the offensive zone by Max Donor and cleared by Will Peterson up along the right wing. Deach gets it to the line. Max Perm to center ice. Backhand pass over skate of Drew Anderson and turned back by the big defenseman David Landau. Sends it into the Auggies zone. Again back out to neutral ice and dumped into the Auggies zone. Auggies wearing the maroon today. As off of that far corner, there's Max Perm for the Auggies. He backhands it up the wall. In the skates of Nate Flynn and has it taken away. Taking a big hit there was Nate Flynn dropping. And on the wing near side for Joe Anderson. Anderson on his backhand. Headman pass too far for Deach. Turned back by Ryan Gottlieb. He's from Lake. I've never heard of this town in Wisconsin. Anyway, he's a junior from Wisconsin. The town is Nebayoman, whatever. Auggies with a drive from the blue line on their first shot attempt. Puck out at center ice. Back of the zone, Eric Brink is stood up at a check. Auggies have to go back and regroup. The defense of Jason Critch out of Chancellor Park. Actually, Totina Grace and John O'Connor. For the Auggies up front, Eric Brink out of Moorhead. Connor Goodmanson out of Buffalo and Lucas Gillette out of Rosemont. From the point, Critch will hold his own. And a dump down pass was deflected up over the glass and out of play. Honorita, part of a $68 million refurbishing huge complex here on the south side of campus, south side of Connect River, just outside the football stadium. It is just gorgeous. He took me on a tour here a couple of weeks ago, and off the face up, and it is on goal. Gunnar Goodmanson getting the shot on goal. Gunnar. And now centering this line. He was in that line with Austin Martinson and Andy Faust. Again, Goodmanson, the freshman, to take the draw. Jesse Brown out of Somerset, Thomas Clayton from Cincinnati, Ohio, and Mitchell Vandenberg out of Milford, Michigan. The line out there right now for the Falcons. Behind the net is Eric Brink. Brink's got a pair of goals. Nate Flynn has a pair. Brink at the half wall near side boards. Drop pass to the line is held high by O'Connor. Gillette goes up front into the slot. Brink feeds the right wing, and Jason Critch will pinch in to hold the zone. And back behind the net is Goodmanson. Goodmanson again up top for Critch. Brink wide for O'Connor with a shot, and it is steered just wide by the goaltender Zach Quinn and out to center ice. Critch to break up the rush. Lutz and neutral ice inside the Auggies zone. And Critch and Gillette will get to it first. Plays it to an open wing and out to center ice. Falcons, the red, white, and black, will send it into the Auggies zone. O'Connor behind the net comes out the near side door. Has to circle back. Pressured on the forecheck there by Ryan Hill from Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. Sent into the Falcons zone and sent back into the Augsburg end. In on the forecheck for the Falcons again was Ryan Hill. The puck out at center ice. Coming back the other way into the offensive zone. Carried in by Alex Rodriguez. Rodriguez drop pass. There's a shot taken by Brett Bukowski. Had a goal last night. A 3-1 goal. Buko and his hometown. Back the other way, 2-on-2 for the Falcons. Carried in by Ryan Hill. Taken away by the Auggies and played out to center ice. David Landau back into his own zone. Rick line to his partner, Hausinger. Christian sends it into the offensive zone. Ryan Hill puts it back behind the net. And play is whistled down. 17:02 to go here in a scoreless first period. Twin City Orthopedics proud to be the official sports medicine provider for Augsburg Athletics. TCO, an all-inclusive orthopedic sports medicine and wellness provider, offering world-class services and state-of-the-art facilities. Visit them at tcomn.com. Off the draw to the left of Nick Schmidt, won by the Auggies and a center ice. Late pass, played ahead in the zone by Austin Martinson, the freshman out of Farmington. And the puck up into that far corner. And getting to it first is Max Donor, Donor out to center ice. Lead pass too far for everybody. Could be icing. It is. Icing the call. Scores from last night in the crossover weekend. St. John's, as mentioned, defeated River Falls 6-2. Concordia defeated UW Stout 3-2. 3-2. St. Thomas lost to St. Mary's 4-1. Eau Claire over Bethel 6-2. And it was Hamlin defeating Stevens Point 2-1. Again, the Auggies 6-1 win over Superior. And it was Gustavus beating St. Louis by a score of 3-1. Play is underway inside the Falcon zone from the point. Here's Peterson. Will snaps one off. Hits traffic and deflected back behind that. Sobry goes up top to the point for Perm. Max backhands it down the wall. And a centering pass out front. Andy Faust on this line with Martinson. Back in the near corner. Falcons on from the point. Will Peterson. Peterson plays it down low and off the stick of Martinson. Austin out of that far corner up top for Perm. Max to Austin. Poke checked away. Comes to the line. And it's popped high in the air. Knocked down by Big Max. And holds on to the puck. Gets a pick from the linesman. And here comes Will Peterson from right to left. His pass is broken up by Cahill. Caden Cahill, freshman from Anchorage. Auggies in the zone. There's a shot by Nate Flynn. And steered away by Zach Quinn. Puck against the far side boards. Auggies control into that slot. And there's a shot by Max, and it's wide. And a deep rebound to the far side boards at the half wall. Four-man tap. And trying to pop it loose as Nate Flynn. He does. And the Falcons regroup back behind their own net. Christian Hausinger for his partner, David Landau, to Hausinger. But Drew Anderson gets to it first. Drew had a goal last night. His first of the year. Anderson takes his man to the wall. Takes the puck away. Anderson stood up on a check and lost it. And the Falcons sent it away and out to center ice for Caden Cahill. Stood up on the Augie blue line. Back the other way. On the transition. Here comes Luke Deach. Deach gets spun around and lost possession against the boards. Falcon zone and out to center ice. Carried on by Charlie Singerhouse, freshman from Hudson, Wisconsin. Not too far away, of course. And they hold it in. Aussie Miller, sophomore from Stoughton, Wisconsin. And Peter Cabarrus, freshman from Rolling Hills, Illinois. The line out there right now for Steve Freeman. Auggies with the puck in their own zone. They don't keep shots on goal up on the clock. Scoreboard hasn't changed. As offside, I believe the Auggies were at that Falcon blue line. Well, the Auggies are looking to even up on the week. It's not been a good week. We've got 2 wins and 3 losses so far in this week. This afternoon was not good. Bethel defeating our Augsburg Auggies 42-22. If you had a chance to listen in on Charlie Beatty and Josh Power's excellent play-by-play. And here comes the transfer line. Jake Larson, Chandler Madre, and Alex Rodriguez. And held in by Chandler. Top of the circle down low for A-Rod. Rodriguez taken hard into the wall. Madre tries to put it out front. Tip there by Larson. Jake with a shot. Saved by Quinn. Rebound cleared. High in the air and out to center ice. And we were going to talk with Chandler between the first and the second period. The young man out of Bakersfield, California. Crit shot on the move. Into the zone. Down the wing. Drop pass. Out of the corner. A-Rod. Break wide. Shot. Madrid block. Rebound. Scramble in front of the net. And after it is Jake Larson taken hard to the boards there by Tim Gallant, freshman from Somerset. From the high slot, there's O'Connor. Down low in the corner for Rodriguez. Rodriguez against that back wall. Puts it up the wing to the line to O'Connor. OC checking traffic. And a shot bouncing puck right out front. Cleared by the Falcons all the way down the ice. And I guess no icing. Evidently the Auggies touch it. Oh, the Auggies are on the power play. Didn't hear that. The sound system not the greatest. Peter Cambros got a 2-minute marker. Auggies on the power play for another minute. That's the only bugaboo so far this season. Auggies, I think, are now 0 for 9 in the power play department. They do have the one short-handed goal. Andy Faust got that one last night. Falcons, short-handed, send it into the zone. Max Brum. He's being chased in the forecheck there by Aussie Miller. Against the near side boards in the Auggie zone. 35 seconds ago in the Augsburg power play. Max, he's the quarterback of the power play. Goes right wing for Brink. Eric into the zone. Drop pass, poke check to Wyatt. Sent down ice by Miller. 13:05 to go in the scoreless first period. 20 seconds ago in the Augie power play. As they break out right-left. Perham goes left wing for Joe Anderson. Tips it into the Falcon zone against the boards. And Nate Flynn is rubbed out along the wall and out of the corner. Auggies of the half wall. Anderson up top. Pass for Nate Flynn. Top of the circle. Flynn faces the net. Goes down low for Nate. Puts it out front off the stick of Anderson. Max Perham will hold the zone. Camarosa back on the ice. It's 5-on-5. The Auggies are 0 for 10 at power play. Shot Quinn with a pad save. And the rebound picked up and cleared by the Falcons. Falcons at center ice. Good back checking by Luke Beach to break up that rush. 12:20 to go. First period scoreless. Perham again. Long shift. Max off the boards and into the offensive zone. Cleared the line by the Augies. Anderson ties his man up. 4-man tie right at the Falcon blue line. And what do we have? Offside call? Offside at the blue line. Football this afternoon, we mentioned the 42-22 loss. St. John's, are you kidding me? 72-6 over Hamlin. They've got Concordia next week. Concordia over St. Olaf, 54-12. And St. Thomas ran it up on Gustavus, 58-7. August get a penalty as going off for a couple of minutes will be Luke Beach. So the Falcons will be on the power play. Mentioned Augie do have one power penalty, a shorthanded goal. Trying to get the call in just a bit. And yep, it's not going to work. Interference evidently was the call from Luke D against Luke Deitch. Falcons control the zone. Hausinger goes right wide. A shot there taken by David Landau, and it's wide back up top again to Hausinger. To Landau with a shot, save, rebound, they score! Nick Schmidt made the save with the rebound right out front and put it into the net by the Falcons. And I believe it was Caden Cahill got the goal, the freshman out of Anchorage. And a power play goal for the Falcons. Time the goal will be 8-16. 1-0 in favor of River Falls. Line of Chris Murphy, Ryan Hill, and Brad Hopflick out there. Brad's out of Novi, Michigan. Chris Murphy's out of Livonia, Michigan. Augies winning the faceoff. As the puck inside the Augsburg zone played out to center ice. Tipped down into the Falcon zone. First man back is Ryan Gadalier. Here comes the score. Second. Caden Cahill got the goal, his second of the year. And Dropluck got the assist on the goal. Joey Dropluck from Pembroke Pines, Florida. Augies for the second time fall behind. They lost for trailing Gustavus 1-0 before they came back and won the opening game of the season. His second of the year. Caden Cahill, the Augies win the draw. Offensive zone. Silvery Faust to Martinson out there. Big pull off in the corner. Up top to the point. And there's a shot wide by Matt Nels, our freshman defenseman out of Boulder, Colorado. He's paired with Brett Bukowski. Puck inside the Augie zone right at the blue line. And we've got a couple bodies going down. And through the skates have got a layer, and Ryan has to go back into his zone, right wide to his partner, and played out to center ice. Augie's trying to back. There's a bad angle shot on goal by Martinson. And Zach Quinn makes the save, holds on to get a whistle and a shot. Stoppage of play. Now they do got the shots and goal up on the clock. They got 2-1 River Falls in 9 minutes. I'm not sure that's very accurate. There's been a lot more shots on goal. I would say 7-5, not 2-1. He's to the right of Quinn to the line. Hops the stick of Peterson. And Petey has to go back. He's paired right now with Max Perham. Eli May not playing tonight. Got 7 defensemen, and everybody gets their turn. The Augies break it out. Perham to center ice. And on the stick of Madre into the zone from the point. It's the other couple of Augies collide. Perham collided there in the corner with Alex Rodriguez. Played out front. There's a shot, save, rebound, and they score! Augies tied up. Didn't take long. A shot. Quinn made the same rebound, put into the net, and I believe it is Jake getting the goal. Yep, Jake Larson will get his first of the year. A freshman or junior out of St. Michael, Albertville. And we've got a 1-1 hockey game, even straight goal at 9:36. Jake Larson. And he'll get the assist in just a bit. So 1-1 our score here in the first period. Our game brought to you by Wells Fargo, proud supporter of the Augies, dedicated to helping people build better every day. Call, click, or stop by to start a conversation with us today. Wells Fargo, building better every day. Audio and video streaming here at Augie Game Central. Good TR. Is up on Kim? Yeah, there's Jake Larson. And the transfer line did it. A-Rod and Chandler both got assists. Jake Larson, first as an Augie, played for St. Norbert's last year. The Falcons break out, lead pass too far. They're going to wave off icing. Out of the corner is Thomas Clayton. He's out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Puck in that far face-off circle. Auggies zone, right to left. Here come the Auggies. Goodmanson gets a return pass into the zone. Drop pass. Comes the line. It's held in by Perm. And a wrister is up over the net and off that back wall. The goal judge had the red light on. And the puck out at center ice. And the Falcons back into the zone. And loose puck Max Perm against that back wall. And up along the far side, Moser come the Augies, right to left, 2-on-2. Gillette into the zone with Eric Brink. Centering pass, it is behind Jason Critch. There's a backhand shot by Luke Deach. Save, scramble in front of the net. Still loose, who's got it? The Augies do. Eric Brink looking for his third and has it taken away. And the puck is cleared by the Falcons all the way down the ice. It'll be an icing call against the Falcons. 9:11 to go in a 1-1 first period. Mentioned is not man. A good night, a good week for the Auggies. We won in volleyball on Tuesday night, lost at heartbreaker in soccer on Wednesday night, lost an even bigger heartbreaker on Thursday night in volleyball. The hockey team won last night 6-1. Football team loses, so we're 2-3 so far this weekend, trying to go 500 for the week. And right now 1-1 from the point. O'Connor goes right wide near side, too far for Luke Beach. First man off to the puck is Rowan Sabadak from Carleton Place, Ontario. Defenseman for the Falcons. To the point, Critch will hold it in. Looking for Deach behind the net. Deach, he's got a pair, trying to put it out front. Hits the back of that near side boards. Anderson. Joe Anderson goes up top to the point. Feeds Jason Critch. He fires. Knocked down in front of the goal. Loosen that high slot. We got a hand pass called against the Falcons in the offensive zone. We're going to have a penalty. Looked like a hand pass against River Falls. 8:31 to go here in the first period. Chandler Madry and Joe Dibble, our newest assistant coach. He's in charge of the defense. They'll be my guests between the first and second period. We'll talk with Steve Freeman, coach of the Falcons, between the second and third. And indeed, a hand pass face out to the right of Zach Quinn inside the Falcon zone. And off the draw, Sabadat rings around the far side boards. Play the line. It's held in. Good job. Held in by A-Rod. And out of the corner is Madry. Chandler. Top of the circle near far side at the half wall. Chandler gets a pick, puts it out front, nobody home for the Auggies. And then into the forecheck, taken away there by Larson out front. Return shot by Rodriguez, saved by Quinn. Beautiful center pass from Jake Larson. And A-Rod shot, and it was deflected on goal, and Zach Quinn made the save. 1-1 with 8:07 to go here in the first period. Other hockey going on tonight. Bethel is at Stevens Point tonight. Hamlin is at Eau Claire. St. Olaf at Gustavus. And final, the MIAC Soccer Crown goes to St. Thomas. They defeated McAllister at home by a score of 5-2. And it is St. Kate's. Congratulations to the Wildcats. They defeated Gustavus 1-0, an overtime goal, and they win the MIAC Soccer Crown. 1-1 coming back into the zone, carried in by Cahill, and then turned away by the Auggies. Puck in that far corner for Joey Droplik. Droplik plays it down low off of that far corner Auggies zone, broken up there by Buka, and against that back wall, and we have a 4-man, 5-man scrum comes loose, picked up by Madry. Chandler right to left down the wing, near side for Jake Larson. Larson's into the zone for Madry. Chandler down the left wing, goes into the slot for Rodriguez with a shot, and that one is deflected up over the glass and out of play. So St. Kate's, one of my clients here with TJ Broadcast Services, they win in overtime, 1-0 at home. And St. Vincent, St. Thomas, of course, playing for the volleyball crowd tonight. Women's hockey today. Gustavus and Eau Claire played to a 2-2 overtime tie. St. Kate's lost to UW Superior 2-1 up at Westman Arena. They lost last night 5-2. St. Thomas over Stevens Point 4-2. And River Falls defeated Bethel 5-2. It's the second game of the day here at Hunt Arena. Auggies control the face-off in the offensive zone. There's Gillette from the point. Plays it down low in the corner for Brink. Brink holds onto the puck. The big guy goes point. Peterson, Will walks in. Peterson through traffic, fires. Hit a defenseman, loose puck, side of the goal. Still they scramble, and finally take it away. Carol Ross flips up the boards and out to center ice. Back into the zone comes Ozzy Miller. Miller into that slot. There's a shot and a pad save by Nick Schmidt. Puck off into that far corner. Perham staples his man to the wall, and in there is Gunnar Goodmanson as well. It comes up top to the point. There's a shot armed out of there, and a shot taken by Timmy Gillot. From the point, Gillot will hold it in, and the Falcons put it down the slot, taken away by Perham. Max's pass and out to center ice, deflected into the Falcons zone. 6.5 to go in a 1-1 first period, and I believe the Augies were offside. They were at the blue line, offside. You know what you're sharing, Kelly? And Sam Richard from Richard Media Group is up on camera upstairs. Next week we've got 4 hockey games for you on. We'll have Bethel home and away, both men's and women's. So 4 hockey games. Josh Powers and I are going to double team you next week. I'll be at Bethel, and Josh will be at Ed Saugus Henry as we broadcast all 4 games. Puck inside the Augies zone. Jason Critch backhands it, putting that out. Falcon, good job on the forecheck. Loose puck picked up by Martinson. Martinson hand for O'Connor, and OC will backhand it into the offensive zone. Shots on goal 4-3 in favor of the Augies. Puck against the far side boards, down below the net, and it comes free out front. There's a shot by Martinson, pad save by Zach Quinn, and cleared by the Falcons and out to center ice. O'Connor back out of his own zone for Critch. Critch clears the red line, got spun around, but walks it back into the zone, and he flips it down low, back behind the net. And Gillot, freshman from Somerset, the Spartans, taking it away. There's out front, and a shot by Martinson. He was open, and he just missed. On the other side, they try a wraparound, broke it up, and out of the near corner, Augies are buzzing at the half wall up top, and the pass is taken away and cleared out to center ice by Brad Hopefling, and into the Augies zone, carried it offside. Ryan Hill caught a couple of his teammates offside at the Augie blue line. 5:27 to go here in a 1-1 first period. Minnesota Coach is the official bus provider for Augie Athletics. If you have travel needs for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Face out just outside the Augie blue line and inside the Augsburg zone. Bukowski out to center for Deach. Drop pass for Flynn. Has it taken away as the Falcons dump it in. Schmitty out for a skate. Plays it around the oncoming forechecker and played up the boards. Here come the Augies. Back the other way. Deach into the zone. Deach goes rink wide to Tritter. Walking in. Nels with a shot. Matt looking for his first goal. That's right, he does have a goal. Matt has his first goal. And the Augies have 13 out of 14 goals. I'm not keeping good track of it because I only have 12 on my sheet here. I know Drew's got 1, Deach has 1 or 2, Flynn has 2, Gillette 1, Brink 2, Madry 1, Rodriguez 1, now Jake Larson has 1, and Andy Faust has 1, Bukowski has 1, Matt Nels has 1. So I'm missing 1 goal somewhere. Face up inside the Augie zone with 4:53 to go in a 1-1 first period. To the left of Schmitty, who has been outstanding, leaving up just 4 goals, now 5 goals in 3+ games. And the puck against that back wall inside the Augie zone. Off to our right. 4-man tap. Pinning it there. Against the wall is Singerhouse. Charlie puts it out front and taken away by Rodriguez. Spins away from the forecheck. Spins away from another man. A-Rod, headman pass picked off. Singerhouse shot. Pad save. Schmitty holds on it. Whistle. They scored. No, they're waving off. The referee waved it off immediately. Nick Schmidt made the initial save. And let's wait and see what the cause is. And they say no goal. They don't give a reason for it. At least they didn't understand that. The PA guy is right down below me. The sound system, maybe it is better, it is good in the stands. Here in the press box, not so much. Face to the right of Nick Schmidt. Had a chance to meet Daniil Gerasimov, big guy out of Russia, down by the locker. Boy, he's a big guy. 6'3", but Spartan skates and he's about 6'5". Nice young man. Puck inside the Auggies zone, near corner. As it is Brink. Brink flings it up the right wing, intercepted. Walked in by the Falcons, the shot. Schmitty with a stick save. Rebound. Singerhouse after him. Crowder goes up the wall to the line. It's held in there by Lambat. Back in the near corner of the Auggies zone. O'Connor to clear. Back behind the net. Comes up the left wing. And out to center ice. Here comes Goodmanson. Gunner coming with Brink. 3-on-2. Brink for Goodman. Gunner in on goal. Quinn with a save and holds on. Gunner Goodmanson looking for his first goal as an Augie. Former Buffalo Bison. And Coach Chris Brown will change up the units. Here comes Flynn, H. and Anderson, Christian O'Connor to play the points. Face shot to the left of Quinn. Loose puck, back wall. Cleared by Gillette up along the left wing. From the point, O'Connor with a shot. Stick saved by Quinn. Again, against that back wall. Coming back to the puck to Jesse Brown. Another Somerset Spartan. The puck again behind the Falconet as they come out the near side door. And they crisscross Gillette in front of his zone and up the slot. Tim coming to center ice on his back dive. Clears the red line. Walks into the zone. Avoids a hit check from O'Connor. And back behind the Augie net. As Thomas Clay takes his man to the boards. And back behind that, Mitchell Vandenberg from Milford, Michigan. Auggies in the breakout right to left. Here comes Anderson into the zone. Nate Flynn. He fires blocked. Rebound. Back behind the net. And after it is Brown. Jesse Brown brings it around the near right wing boards. As Clayton gets it out to center ice. Into the offensive zone is Vandenberg. Mitchell Vandenberg got double teamed and lost possession. Here come the Auggies and Bucco. Brett Bukowski's pass. Poke checked away. He goes back for it. Feeds it up the wall. And it turned back there by Joey Gruplick, who's got the assist of the lone Falcon goal. First man to the puck in the corner is Matt Mills. And the Auggies on the breakout. Here comes Madry into the zone. Chandler into the slot. Madry turns and fires. Stick save. There by the defense. It comes to the point held in by Bukowski at the half wall. He in getting double teamed as A-Rod. And picked up and coming back is Christian Hausinger. And man pass to the wing. Singerhouse poke checked away by the Auggies and out to center ice. 2:15 to go in a 1-1 first period. From neutral ice is Madry. Chandler Madry plays it down the wing and set to the offensive zone by Nels right on goal as Zach Quinn will make the save. But cleared up along the near side boards and the Falcons come left to right under their own zone. Droplick back to the defense and out to center ice into the Auggie zone. Walking in on goal. Nice stick save. Nice stick work by Caden Cale. He's got the Falcon goal. Back inside of the Augsburg zone near corner. And again the Auggies break out. Play to an open wing. Yeah, got a layer back into his zone end. For Gillette and Gillette out to center. Augie blue line Peterson in neutral ice. And the puck is loose. Auggies have to again regrouping back in their own zone. They play tape-to-tape defense. Left wing for Brink. Eric into the zone down the left wing. Stops at the half wall. Brink turns and fires it down the wall. And it's broken up by the Falcons and out to neutral ice. Peterson break it up. Brink brings it into the offensive zone. And lost possession. There's going to be a hooking call against the Falcons. And on the right wing, there's Mac Purum. And net is empty. Critch, left wing. Brink, Eric, centering pass right to the blue. And against the board. Deach goes up top. Again, delayed penalty. Purum with a shot saved. Rebound, Critch. Jason, shot on goal. And finally, the whistle blows. Eric Brink got hooked. Or got held at the 19:05 mark of this first period. The Auggies are going to go on the power play for the second time tonight. And going off on the hold is Tim Gillette. Here the freshman out of Somerset. Here comes the number one power play unit. And that's Flynn, Deach, and Anderson, Purum, and Brink. Eric plays that fire point. Face out to the right of Zach Quick. Westland, Michigan, he calls home. He's a sophomore on this young team. Coach Steve Freeman, graduate of Irondale High School. That's where I first met him. Way long time ago. Off the face-off from the point, held in by Purum, trying to spread the ice. At the half wall as Nate Flynn backs up. And again to Max. There's a shot pass saved, and the rebound comes out to center ice. And the Auggies back in the offense. Oh, delayed offside. To Anderson. Peterson was in the zone when he received the pass offside against the Auggies with 35.8 seconds to go in the period. 1:41 to go in the power play. And I'm not going to beat a dead horse, but we're over 10 on the power play so far this season. Time to light the lamp. The Augies win the draw, but Max Brum has to go back into his own zone. Shadowed on the penalty kill by Cahill, and a centerized Anderson into the zone, and Nate Flynn was offside. Nate got checked by David Landau into the zone, and an offside against the Augies. And Coach Brown is going to change up the power play unit. Here comes A-Rod. Here comes Larson. Here comes Madrick. And Will Peterson and John O'Connor will play the points. Face them outside the Falcon blue line. Bucket drop. Augies win the draw for O'Connor. Plays it to an open wing. Back in the Falcon zone. Got to hurry. First man to the pocket. Anderson. By Cahill, and Cada gets it out of center. Turned back by Will Peterson. Loose and neutralized and back in the Augie zone, and that's going to do it. 20 minutes gone in the book here at Honolulu. And you score at the end of one period. It is Augsburg 1 and the University of Wisconsin River Falls 1. Augie game night here on Augie Game Central. Brought to you by Minnesota Coaching, the official bus provider for Augsburg Athletics. If you have traveled east for your group or special event, visit www.minnesotacoaches.com to learn more or request a quote. Thank you to Minnesota Coaches. Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies is Augsburg Athletics' first choice for a great meal. Devani's located right across the street and offers the amazing Augimatic discount. Get 10% off any order. Just tell them you want an Augimatic, the Augimatic discount at Devani's. The Falcons get on the board first at the 8:16 mark. It was a power play goal as Kenneth Gale got his second of the year with Joey Krepler getting the lone assist. Augies come back and tied up at 9:36. And Jake Larson gets his first as an Augie. And Rodriguez and Madry on the assist. That's percent 1-1. Shots at goal in favor of the Augies by a margin of 8-6. Again, they're on the power play for a minute and 5 seconds to start the second period. As I mentioned, I've got 3 guests to talk to here tonight between the first and second period. And my first guest is Joe Neville. Augie Game Night continues here from the refurbished Hunt Arena in the capital of the University of Wisconsin River Falls, and a chance to introduce to our Augie hockey family one of the newcomers to our program. His name is Joe Dibble. He's on staff here with Coach Chris Brown. And before we talk about hockey and so on, Joe, a little bit of background, where you grew up and the family and all that stuff.
Yeah, I grew up in Champlin, Minnesota. I played high school hockey through there. I actually got hurt my senior year as long as I played with concussions, so it took me out of it. And I got into coaching at a younger age, about 20 years old. But I went from Minnesota to Springfield, Illinois in the North American League and coached there for 3 years. And then I was in Janesville, Wisconsin with the Janesville Jets for the last 5 years. So,
besides playing hockey for the Rebels, any other sports while you're growing up?
You know what? I played baseball probably until, 5th, 6th grade, where hockey just kind of took over and became a year-round sport with, all the select teams and travel and things like that. So I did all the way up until about 5th grade.
Any other members of your family, brothers and sisters that are athletes?
Yeah, so I've got 2 brothers. I have an older brother, also a hockey player. Played at Champlin Park, played at Brooklyn Center High School. I believe my brother still might hold some the scoring titles and whatnot there in Brooklyn Center. My little brother also played through Champlin. He played until his sophomore, junior year, and then was more into just the academic side of things and whatnot. So those 2, my older brother was a big influence to me. He got into coaching at a younger age as well, and he's been coaching for 20-some years, so he was a big influence for me and paved a pretty good path for me in regards to getting involved in this sport.
All right, so there was no college there or any junior play?
Yeah, both of us. My older brother played junior hockey. I played junior hockey as well. I did before and after my senior year. I actually transferred high schools. I was drafted and played for a team up in Wisconsin, so I left Champlin after my junior year, and then that's where I ended up ending the career there. Was my first first year of junior hockey.
And your last stop coaching was where?
The Janesville Jets in the North American Hockey League.
Okay. And then how did you end up coming back here to the Twin Cities?
So my wife and I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. My son's 5, my daughter's 2. And the last year I was in Janesville, we're in Alaska quite a bit. So my wife and kids actually came back up to Minnesota last year. So I was down in Wisconsin there by myself for that last year in Janesville, and it was just a little not the same, right? Not having your wife and kids there. So I made a decision to, resign and step away from coaching with Janesville and come back be with my family, and whether it's my immediate family or my wife's family, and it's just both of our families are up in Minnesota area. So I looked at it and said, you know what, I wanted to be more of the dad role instead of the junior hockey coach there. And when I ended up resigning and stepping away from there, I actually live 6 miles from Augsburg. And when Coach Brown reached out to me, it was kind of a no-brainer.
All right, Joe Dibble again, our special guest here between periods of tonight's game with the Falcons. And Joe, now let's talk a little about this team. A lot of new faces, not only for the Auggies and 9 new faces, but you've got 25-some young men that you got to get to know. And how's that going?
You know what, it's going great. I know a lot of the kids already, obviously, from recruiting in junior hockey, and some of them actually played for me in Janesville for a period of time. So coming in, I knew who a lot of the kids were, whether I recruited them when they were in high school and ended up going to the USHL or whatnot. So, but again, putting the names to the faces and the names to the numbers, right? It took me, that first week is just learning who the kids were and, what they like and what ticks and what works for them. So it was a new experience for me. I've never walked into a team where you don't know anybody, right? So, but it's also been very, very fun, and I've been very fortunate to come in and work for a guy like Coach Brown, right? So it's, but it's been fun. Everything's new.
All right, 3-0 start. I watched the game last night. There are a few things we got to work on, especially the power play. But how's this team doing?
You know what? We're doing extremely well. I think the nice thing for us when we look at 5-on-5 hockey and not taking undisciplined penalties and things like that, this is a group that in the short period of time I've been here, they're close knit and they want to win for one another. So they've got a goal set in what they want to accomplish this season, and I think we're taking the right strides to make sure we're doing what we need to early on to make sure we're winning hockey games when they're important.
Practice and on the ice, what are your responsibilities?
So I work with the defensemen. I primarily run the D, and then in practice, it's one nice thing with Coach Brown. It's a staff. So all 3 of us, and including BJ, the goalie coach, we all have a say in what we want to work on and what we want to do in practice Monday through Thursday. Make sure we're ready for Friday and Saturday. But Friday and Saturday during the games, I'm running the defensemen, and so yeah.
You got 7 pretty good young men back there.
Not just good hockey players, great young men too, right? It's this whole group. You've got a really good group of good people, and so they've been very welcoming. I think it's always hard when you get you're used to having a coach that's been here for whether you're a freshman until your senior year. So when someone new comes in to get accepted, and whether it's a coach or a player, I'm a big believer that these guys here they have to trust me and they have to know who I am, and I think they've done an outstanding job welcoming in open arms, and I think we've all gelled pretty well together.
All right, well, hope the trend continues. But Joe, welcome to the Auggie hockey family, and hope your stay is a long and successful one.
Thank you very much.
Joe Dibble, our special guest. Again, the newest member of our coaching staff as he handles the defense. Our guest here between the first and the second period. We'll have another guest here in just a second. I want to remind you that the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel impressive with state-of-the-art guest rooms, private meeting spaces, and mouth-watering fare at the bistro. Conveniently located, featuring a complimentary shuttle to bring you right to all the Auggie sports action. Visit them at courtyard.com/MSPDC at the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel. It's a new stay. And owned and operated by an Augsburg alumni, 360 Wow Incorporated is the parent company to several up-and-coming brands of the Twin Cities. 1-800-GOD-CHUNK, Movie and Shack Shine. If you're looking for a great job and a great team with great pay that is near campus, learn more or apply online by visiting 360wowincorporated.com. Hockey scoreboard tonight. End of the first period, St. Thomas at home, leading the Cardinals 1-0. And into the first period in Menominee, St. John's leading Stout 1-0. And Stevens Point at Bethel, no score in from the point. And at the end of the first period, UW Eau Claire leading Hamlin by a score of 3-0. As Eau Claire is off to a 2-1 start here on this side of the river. And see Stevens Point. They are 2-1. Stat 101. River Falls and Superior again looking for their first wins. And Gustavus and St. Olaf. And I don't have a score there. We'll get that between the second and third period. And on the women's side of things, everything this afternoon. Gustavus tying Eau Claire 2-2 in overtime. Superior over St. Kate's at Drake Arena, or correction, at Westman Arena. 2-1 was the final. Wildcats lost last night 5-2. St. Thomas at home defeated Stevens Point this afternoon 4-2, and River Falls over Bethel 5-2. And on the playoff front, the men's soccer title, the Catholic title, goes to St. Thomas. They defeated McAllister. This final was 5-2. Yep, 5-2 the final. And in the women's soccer final over at St. Kate's in overtime, the Wildcats again spun their magic. They defeated Gustavus by a score of 1-0. What a run by St. Kate's. Volleyball. And St. Thomas took the first set 25-18 and leading in the second set against St. Ben's 17-13. At the scoreboard, as mentioned, I've got another special guest. Young man makes his way from Bakersfield, California. Auggie game that continues here from Hunt Arena, the refurbished Hunt Arena here at the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls, my alma mater, and a chance to introduce to the Auggie hockey family one of their newcomers. Hails from California, Bakersfield, Chandler Madry. I know I've been butchering that the first couple of games, but Chandler, tell us a little bit about life back in California and how you took up this sport.
Yeah, I started playing when I was around 6 or 7 years old. There's a minor hockey team there. They actually just moved to the AHL. I think 2 years ago now, the Bakersfield Condors. That's how I kind of got into it. And my mom was from Michigan, so I grew up watching the Red Wings a lot. So that's kind of how it started. I started playing ice right away. I didn't really play much roller. And then from then on, I traveled a lot, playing youth hockey. Had to travel down to LA quite a bit. So and I was fortunate enough to play juniors in Fairbanks, Alaska. So it kind of took me on a ride, and I loved it.
Got to ask, how Josh Benson do up there?
Well, real well. He's a great guy. Great guy off the. Yep. He's a great guy on and off the ice. Yeah, nothing. I know he's doing great now, so best wishes for him as well.
What about any other siblings in your family that were athletes?
No. My sister goes to CSU right now. She's a sophomore. No athletes though.
Well, California, there's got to be more than just hockey. What other sports did you participate in growing up?
I played a little bit of soccer, but I knew from a young age that I really wanted to play hockey. Honestly, I didn't play any other high school sports besides hockey. Soccer was just one of the ones I played just to keep busy throughout the warm months and into the cold ones. So that's where I started.
All right, again, the club hockey and then the juniors up in Fairbanks. How did you end up coming here to Minnesota?
Well, I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship to play at Minnesota State Mankato. Things just didn't work out there, and I decided I wanted to come and further my education and my hockey career playing at Augsburg. So I love the cities. I love Minneapolis. I love the state of Minnesota. So I know I wanted to stay here when I decided I wanted to transfer.
Well, transferring means also getting credit to transfer. Was that successful?
Yeah, it was. It was actually a fairly easy process. Coach Brown made it really easy and helped me out throughout. So it was a good process. It wasn't too many headaches, so it was good.
Chandler, now that you're a junior and you're focused on a degree, what's the course of study you're pursuing?
Going to school for accounting. Trying right now in this time of the year, trying to get some interviews for internships and things like that. Trying to further my education and my career in school. So that's where I'm going right now, and hopefully pursue a career in that.
Well, goal number one is an Auggie last night, and the transfer line, as I've called them, Jake and A-Rod, you guys are clicking pretty well.
Yeah, it's been good so far. I think the first few games, you haven't played with these guys before, so it's a little bit of a learning curve. But I think as the games go on and more shifts, we get more time to get together. I think it would just benefit us, so we're real excited for it.
All right, well, Chandler, welcome to the Auggie hockey family. Hopefully this day is very successful.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Chandler Madry, our special guest here between periods. Auggie Game Day continues on Auggie Game Central. All right, thank you, Chandler, for visiting with us here between the first and second period of tonight's non-conference affair. As the Augies and the Falcons are tied 1-1, and the Augies will be on the power play to start the second period. The Corner Bar is a proud member of the Augie Athletics, proud sponsor, of the Augie Athletics, located in the historic Seven Corners area. The Corner Bar is a perfect place for great food, outstanding pizza, and the almost world-famous Joey Wings. And there's tons of screens, so you won't miss a second of the action. Visit the Corner.bar for more information on the Corner Bar. We will visit with Steve Freeman, head coach of the Falcons, between the second and third period. Private financial services organization that helps Christians be wise with money and live generously for more than a century. They've helped nearly 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values, and they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alex Gonzalez for more information at 952-358-3442. Scoring for the Augies was Jake Larson. Jake getting his first as an Augie and getting the assist on the goal. Thought there was an assist on the goal. Yeah, they didn't put the assist up, and the public address announcer gave A-Rod and Chandler the assist on that goal. Augie Sports calendar. Again, football this afternoon did not go well. The Augies finished the season with a 4-6 record. 19 seniors playing their final game for the Augies. We'll see them on our banquet here in about a month. But with the men's basketball team, we had Coach Aaron Greens on as our special halftime guest of the football broadcast. They will open up on Wednesday, November 15th against Northwood College. And Charlie Beatty will have the call event, and they head on the road the 18th at Minnesota Morris. The women's basketball team will be at UW Superior to open up the season the 15th and Friday at Martin Luther College. For the hockey team, the women's hockey team were off this weekend. I know they were scrimmaging St. Olaf earlier this morning, and they've got home and home with Bethel next week, and the Augie men have home and home with Bethel next week, and we'll have all 4 games for you here on Augie Game Central. The Augie wrestling team opens up on Saturday, November 18th. The annual Augie Adidas Open, 9 o'clock at Cy Melby Hall. And the swimming and diving team, Noah Staubers' crew was at Hamlin today. The Hamlin Invitational, that began at 10 o'clock next week. They'll be at McAllister. They get set for second period action again. The Augies on the power play for 1 minute and 5 seconds. And the number 1 unit, Flynn, Deitch, and Anderson, Brink, and looks like O'Connor's going to play the points. And on the penalty kill is Joey Drupluck. And the other penalty killer out there is Cahill. Falcons with that draw. And out to center ice, they flip it up the boards and find the Falcon bench and across the way. Bench of the Falcons, Steve Freeman. His assistants are Bob Ritzer, A.J. Bacino, and Sean Roadhouse. Face off to the right of Zach Quinn. In goal for the Falcons off to our right. Drupluck on the draw with Luke Deitch. And the face-off, the one by the Falcons off the boards behind OC and all the way down the ice. Smitty out for skate to leave it there for O'Connor. He'll come out the near side or the big guy quarterbacking the power play. Goes left wing for Anderson into the zone, and the race is on. Flynn will get to it first. Nate behind that for Deitch in the near corner. Luke Deitch goes up to the half wall. Goes up top there for Eric Brink. Brink back down low on the triangle. Up top again for Brink. Snap put off. Stick save by Quinn. Squeezes the pads together to hold on and get a whistle. With 29 seconds to go in the Augie power play. Set away second period, 19:24 to go. We came in here last year, if I remember right, and won the lone game with the Falcons. Team, we got a chance to broadcast. Arena wasn't quite done, but boy, it is now. It is gorgeous. Just the whole facility, $68 million buys you a lot. As the puck is sent all the way down the ice. And Steve Freeman he'll talk about it. This place has been in the plans for about 20 years and it finally came to fruition. And it was worth the wait, I'll tell you. In the offensive zone is Anderson busting through a check against that back wall. Flint takes care of his man. And Nate takes the puck away, feeds it up the wall. At the half wall, they go up top for O'Connor. And O'Connor gives it to Flynn in that high slot shot. Hits traffic, loose puck picked up again and opposite ice. As the Falcons are back at full strength. Gillette is back on the ice. And this time it'll be an ice-out call against River Falls. So we're 0 for still on a one-man advantage. 8:48 to go. Shot goal 9-6. So only had one shot on goal in that power play opportunity. Face off to the right of Zach Quinn. And the line of Madry, Rodriguez, and Jake Larson out there. Perham on defense along with Will Peterson. Max Perham holds his zone. Puts it through the slot near side boards. Picked up and cleared out to center ice. Dumped down the ice there by Timmy Gillette. And we got another icing call against the Falcons. On the way, River Falls, they go on the road. And a long road trip. They go to Concordia Moorhead next weekend for a pair of games against the Cowboys. A 4-hour road trip one way. Well, St. Ben's playing a little bit more close, 24-23, second set. Places, of course, and the Auggies put on a classic the other night up in St. Joe. And we lost that heartbreaking fifth set, 15-8. Otherwise, we'd be playing tonight. From the point, there's Peterson with a shot, and it's deflected up over the glass into the netting and out of play. This complex also includes the beautiful new Page Arena. Congress Gym is no more. Don Page, a longtime athletic director and baseball coach when I went to school here a long time ago, but Page Arena. And I saw Don's son out in the hallway before the game. And that Sunday he did a lot of refereeing here at the MIAC. And of course the Knowles Fieldhouse at one end of this complex, and also huge workout area, weight room down at the other end. Back behind the net is Madry. Chandler Madry with a drop pass. Broke it up on the Falcons. In that far corner, taken away by Rodriguez. Rodriguez drop pass for Madry, and he's taken down on a check as he dropped to the ice there by Jesse Brown. Puck comes out front and deflected just wide of the goal. Back behind the net, there's Madry and A-Rod again. Madry at the half wall. Down low for Rodriguez. Played up the wall to the line and behind Perham and down ice. Coming back the other way is Vandenberg. Mitchell Vandenberg spun around on a check in that low slot. Out of the zone and out to center ice. Christian Hausinger gets his teammates on side, and Vandenberg sends it into the offensive zone. Takes a big hit from Rodriguez and looking for a penalty. And the puck cleared up over the glass and about 5 feet from being a souvenir for yours truly. That came close. Face up inside the Augies zone. 3-0 for the Augies. Falcons looking for win number 1 this young team. Steve Freeman mentioned 18 new faces on this roster. Madry to take the draw with Ryan Hill. Again, we're 1-1. Face of 1 by the Falcons. Take it away. Nice job. Rodriguez coming back 1-on-3. A-Rod into the zone. Rubbed out along the wall and taken away by the Falcons and Chris Murphy. Up along the right wing. Murphy ridden on the play by Madry. They go rink wide on the pass and send out to center ice and off the stick of the Brad Hoplick, the right winger. And now the Falcons are into the zone, and offside is Ryan Hill at the Augie blue line. 17:18 to go. Augies with a couple of shots on goal this period. River Falls has 6 shots on goal according to the stats up there on the board. Face up just outside the Augie blue line. Face up backside on the inside the Augie zone. Augies, it was the second period where they kind of broke the game open against UW Superior last night, 6-1. Nice, I watched it, nice effort. Puck inside the Falcon zone, and after it is Goodmanson back behind the net. Koplick with the puck in the near corner, and in the near face-off circle, and cleared. That one will be up over the glass. That one is also in the stands here. Face off to the left of Zach Quinn. Falcons hit Finlandia and Northland here in a couple weeks, and then they head to Hamlin. Off the face of Eric Brink in the slot. Brink to the blue line on his backhand. Walks it down the boards. Brink puts it out front. Tip attempt. But all tied up out in front was Lucas Gillette. The puck was off the skate of Gillette. And Zach Quinn had a relatively easy save. There's our 11th shot on goal of this hockey game. Again, goals last night for the Augies. Let's see, it was Eric Brink, Brett Bukowski, Lucas Gillette, Chandler Mandry, Luke Deach, and one more, I'm missing one. Puck out at center ice, and inside the Auggies zone, there's a backhand shot, whistled wide by Peter Camaros. Freshman from Rolling Hills, Illinois. Out to neutralize, there's Brink. And put into the zone by Matt Nels. Matt chases it down, taking hard into the wall, killing some time as the Augies complete the line change. Here's Brink out of the corner. Eric, he's dropped out a big hit. Mentioned he had his second of the year last night. Back in the near corner inside the Falcon zone against the near side boards at the half wall. Come out front, shot, bad angle shot, and a save by Quinn. And Zach will hold on to get a whistle and a stoppage of play. We played 4 minutes of this second period. And the Augie defense, which has been outstanding all season long, has not allowed the Falcons a shot on goal so far this second period. And just 6 shots on goal for this hockey game. Oh, St. Ben's came back. They won the second set. They were down 24-23. They won 28-26. 1 set apiece in the MIC Volleyball Championship. Puck inside the Falcon zone and out the center. O'Connor back. O'Connor back behind his own net. Silvery found the Markson out. O'Connor on the rush. OC into the zone. Down the near right wing. Turns and fires. That hits traffic. Bounces high in the air and puck off into the near corner. Behind the Falcon. Critch jumps in for the point to hold the zone. And here's Martinson out of the near corner. Falcon zone. Drop pass for Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the top of the circle. Drop pass O'Connor. OC walks in. Fires. And it is deflected wide of the goal. Quinn didn't know where it was. Critch again a centering pass. Nobody home. Against the near side boards. Augies controlling the offensive zone. Now flipped out ice. A little cherry picking out there. And the Falcons had a forward about 10 feet beyond the line of defense. They've got the puck in the offensive zone. Back checking. Broken up by Rodriguez. Comes the line. There's a shot that is blocked. And Martinson gets it out to center ice. Hausinger comes back into his own zone. Christian Hausinger for Landau. Big David Landau into the offensive zone. Landau backhands it behind the Augie net. And around the far side board looking for Ryan Hill. Hill into that high slot. He turns and fires. And a stick save there by Nick Schmidt. I think that's the first shot on goal for the Falcons so far this period. As out of the corner, here's Jason Critch. Goes near wing for Sobry. Falls. Tips pass for Rodriguez. Into the zone. A-Rod into the slot. Passes behind. Martinson on that far wing. And puck in the far corner. Martinson gets double teamed. But holds onto the puck. Off and out of the near corner. Martinson goes up to the point for Perrin. Mack takes a hit and lost it. And the Falcons coming away right to left on the breakout. They'll send it in wide of Schmidt. And first man back at Luke Deach, 14 and change. Remaining 1 second period. Adelaide back into his own zone for River Falls. Come neutralize. Tipped into the Augsburg zone by Murphy. And back behind that in the rushes, Hopelick, Brad Hopelick. He's another freshman. As against that back wall, 4-5 man tap. And who's going to win the scrum? It's still on the set. Here's Nate Flynn on the near right wing out to center. Broken up on the rush there by Droplick. Sent into the Augie zone. Max Perham back behind his own and avoids the first poke checker. Max has a poke checked away and it's held in by Droplick once again. Joey places the point but nobody home for River Falls. And evidently that's going to be an icing call against the Augies. No, they touched the puck there. Thrivent Financial, the financial services organization that helps Christians be wise with money, live generously. For more than a century, they've helped into 2.4 million member owners make wise money choices that reflect their values, and they provide opportunities for them to be even more generous where they live, work, and worship. Contact Augsburg alumni Alex Gonzalez for more information at 952-358-3442. Face up inside the Augsburg zone. In the near corner, there's Caden Cahill. He's got the lone goal for River Falls. Cahill in the corner. Now back behind that. Here comes Purim. Max the lead pass for Nate Flynn. Flynn flips it into the zone. And first man in is Drew Anderson. Anderson takes his man on the plate. Luke Deach out of the near corner and taken away by the Falcons and out the center ice. Cahill into the zone. Caden with a shot. And that is blocked off the stick of Matt Nels. Nels takes his man out of the play. Loose in the near corner. Auggies zone. Plays up to the point. Held in by Landau. Poke checked away. Nate Flynn in a race for the puck. He gets to it. Walks out front. Nate wrapped around a 10. Can't pull a trigger. Drop past Anderson. Shot. And a save by Zach Quinn. Nate Flynn got too deep. He couldn't get a shut up. Tried to wrap around. But he saw Anderson trailing the plate. Got it out front. Drew one-timed it. But Cahill cut off the angle and made a great save as it stays 1-1. Shots on goal this period 5-1 in favor of the Auggies, 13-7 overall. Face after the run. It went inside the River Falls zone. And the draw won by the Auggies as it's held in momentarily by Jake Larson. Now back out to center ice and out the carry into the zone is Hussey Miller. Miller puts a backhand. It's deflected back behind the net. Off in that far corner of the Auggies zone. There's Miller again. Spins away from Bukowski. Miller at the half wall. Walks out front of the backhand. Turns to the forehand. Fires wide of the goal. And the rebound taken away by River Falls. Got a jump on their step. They dominated play now the last few minutes. There's a centering pass. It's traffic in front of Schmidt. And puck off in the near corner. At the half wall near side boards. And again, it's held in again by Matt Miller. Trying to take 2-on-1. Auggies coming back into the zone. Larson for Rodriguez. Shot saved by Quinn. Rodriguez got slammed. Zach Quinn with a great shot. Stop on A-Rod and a beautiful 2-on-1. Quinn came out, cut off the angle, made the save. As A-Rod looking for his second goal of the year. Auggies to the puck in their own zone, trying to take advantage of a line change. Tip down the ice, and they're going to wave off icing. First man back is Blake Anderson from Onaki, Wisconsin. Back behind his own goaltender. Played up the near side boards, and Vandenberg gets it out of the center ice. O'Connor will drive it back into the zone. We're just about halfway through this hockey game. It's 1-1. Puck in the far corner. There's Eric Brink. Got spun around and lost it. Side of the Falcon goal in the near corner. There's Lucas Gillette. And he tried to duck through a double team and lost it. Coming back is Vandenberg. Mitchell sends it into the zone, cleared by Critch. Out of the zone and out to center ice. And Lucas Gillette was tripped up and goes down and no interference call. And the puck back behind the River Falls net. Right to left, the breakout pass broken up momentarily by Larson. Comes out to center ice. Back checking. Goodmanson takes care of his man. Against the near side boards of Mitch Vandenberg. O'Connor to take it away. OC back behind the net up along the boards. Tip to center ice for Eric Brink. 3-on-2 play hurry. Brink into the zone. At the half wall out front. Critch fires. That hits traffic. Rebound up into that far corner. As Hausinger trying to clear Christian Hausinger, the big defenseman, coming to center ice. He's a freshman out of Anchorage. Into the offensive zone. And to win, Hausinger finally back checking his Herm to break it up. Off the board to the line and out to center ice. Right in front of that Falcon bench. Martinson is ridden out of the plate. Gets back up and breaks up the rush. At his own blue line is Peterson. As Patey sends it into the Anchorage zone. The Anchorage zone, yeah, right. To Landau. That's the Falcon zone. Into the zone. Down the near side is Cahill with a shot. Saved by Nick Schmidt. And the rebound comes to the line. As the Falcons keep close to this, is a shot on the pass down on that low side. And a tip attempt by the Falcons. Click. Here's a center pass. Back behind the net. And after the joint drop line. To his line mate. And out of the corner. Looking for Landau. Broke it up on the killer. Jake Larson. Larson clears to the line. And out to center ice. Landau and Hausinger out there on defense. Cleared all the way down the ice against new icing. As Max Broom back to the puck. He and Peterson are the defensive pair. Eli May getting the night off. Breakout pass for Nate Flynn. Flynn goes left wing in the skates of Paul Sobrik. He'll send it into the offensive zone. after it. First man back is Martinson. Flynn comes up front, shot by Deach, hits traffic from the point. Matt Nels with a shot, and that hits bodies in front of Zach Quinn. Deach after the rebound, taken to the boards near side, inside the Falcons on the line. It's held in momentarily by Nate Flynn. Finally backhanded out to neutral. Nels walks it back into the zone. The big Arados man fires, and it's armed out of their back by Quinn, and taken away by River Falls. Coming to center ice is Singerhouse, freshman from Hudson, the Hudson Raiders. Back the other way, Nate Flynn after the puck out of the near corner. Auggies had a momentary 2-on-1. Flynn up top, one-timer. Nels hits bodies and is finally picked up and cleared by Aussie Miller and out to center ice. Loose puck after this Miller into the offensive zone. Aussie Miller into the near corner, Auggies zone. Takes a hit there from Matt Nels. Bukowski far corner, zone in. Up the boards, but not out as it's held in by Gotterly. Nels tries the near side of the break-in. And the Falcons get to the puck first in the near corner. And hopefully will tie his man up. He's out there with Ryan Hill and Chris Murphy at the half wall near side. Check of the clock. A little less than 8 minutes remaining in a 1-1. Second period is puck out at center ice. And it is Luke Deach to tie up Hausinger inside the Auggie zone. Loose puck in the slot, turning and firing. Wide of the goal on a shot by Hoeflich. And back behind Nick Schmidt. Shot set goal. 15-8 in this contest. And out of the corner, Falcons doing a good job in the forecheck, holding the zone. Bukowski takes care of his man. Deach over skates. Puck in the near corner. Hopefully goes up top to the point. They go into the slot, far side for Hausinger. Down that right wing. Shot in his block, taken away by Luke Deach. Deach's pass for Nate Flynn. Flynn into the zone by his lonesome. He fires. Kate Quinn with a pass save. And the rebound backed down by David Landau. Against that back wall, puck comes out front and taken down back behind the net was Lucas Gillette. And the puck off in the near corner, cleared out of the zone and all the way down the to make the save, no icing. Twitch and the rush. Jason to center ice. Madry into the zone. Chandler at the top of the circle near side. Around his man. Madry back behind the net. Chandler can't get a pass off into that slot, but holds onto the puck. Chandler at the half wall. Critch from the point, fires wide. And the rebound back behind that comes out front and into the crease. Zach Quinn makes the save as Jake Larson got checked out of the blue. And the River Falls defenseman playing policeman in front of their goaltender. 17-9, shot goal, 1-1. Cahill for the Falcons, and Jake Larson for the Auggies, our only goal scorers here tonight. River Falls lost last night to St. John's. The Auggies are beating UW Superior 6-1. Madry on the draw, gets it on goal. Quinn with the save. And the puck against that back wall. River Falls zone. Madry again with the centering pass. Taken away and coming to center ice. The rush broken up by Jason Critch. Backhanded by River. The Auggie zone. There's O'Connor. He is tripped and goes down. And there's the penalty against River Falls on the trip. O'Connor was taken down. They touch the puck. Here comes the whistle. And the Auggies will be on their third power play of the night time. This penalty will be 13-42. A 2-1 advantage in shot goal for the Auggies. Both goals tonight coming in the first period. As Max Donner got the tripping call. He's a freshman from Muckalito, Washington. I have no idea where that is. Face off, Deach, Flynn, Anderson, Brink, and Perham, the number one power play unit. Out there to the right of Quinn, and one by Deach. Comes the line held in by Perham from Brink. Eric walks in, puts it out front, tip and tap on goal, and a save by Quinn. Oh, Luke Deach was right there, redirected it, but right in the midsection of Zach Quinn. Will drop the puck again to the right of the sophomore goaltender. Deach wins the draw again. Back off in that far corner, cleared out of the zone, and a down up. Eric Frank will go back. Frank lays it for Big Max. Quarterback's the power play. Up the near side. Board back to Perham. Left wing far side for Anderson. Carried to the zone by Nate Flynn. Taken away by the Falcons. Clear but not out. Puck against the far side boards. Flynn goes up top. They go to near side wing for Deitch. Walking in is Anderson with a shot that's deflected wide. And back behind the Falcon. That cleared off the boards and all the way down the ice. 1:20 to go. Power play. And there's Perham again. Max left to right of his own zone. Into the zone is Drew Anderson. Anderson, top of the circle. Now in the near corner. Goes up top for Perham. Into the high slot. Max in the 1-2-2. Anderson, one-timer. Saved by Quinn. Rebound right out front. Clear the line as it's held in by Perham. Feeds it down the far side board there for Flynn. For Deitch out of the corner. Centering pass. Nobody home. In the blue. Picked up and cleared by the Falcons. And all the way down the ice. Just one shot on goal. 45 seconds to go with the one-man advantage. Exactly 5 minutes to go here in the second period. And the carries Jake Larson. Larson into the zone for Will Peterson. Peterson out there with Madry and Rodriguez and O'Connor against the near side boards. The number 2 power play in it. Back in the near corner. And there's A-Rod against that back wall for Jake Larson. Larson out of the corner goes up top of the point for Peterson. Down the wall for Rodriguez. Rodriguez, Rick wide, nobody home at the point. And O'Connor has to go back in to neutralize, to retrieve the puck. And tied up against the near side boards. Bonner get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Just 8 seconds to go in the power play. 4:26 to go here in the period. And looks like we're going to have some penalties. But no. Evidently the puck was frozen against the near side boards. So the face-up just outside the Augie blue line. Jesse Brown to take the face off against Madry, and Madry gets it back to Peterson. Out of his own zone is O'Connor, and he'll send it in to the River Falls end. Against the near side boards at the half wall. Out front, taken away from Jake Larson. The Falcons are back in full strength. There's a shot, save, rebound, and Schmidt with a save, rebound out front. They score! Yes, the referee ruled the goal. River Falls on a scramble in front of the net. The net came loose. But the referee was right there and called the puck in the net. Before the net came loose, he is not happy. But River Falls takes the lead. Time of this goal will be 15-56. And a big scramble. I have no idea who got the goal. We'll get the scoring from the officials down below us. But a 2-1 hockey game for River Falls. Okay, the Auggies have to come back. Let's see, their 5th shot at goal of this period. Shots at goal on 19-11. Sobry, Gillette, and Martinson out there for the Auggies. Bukowski and Matt Nels. And gave the scoring to the PA announcer down below us. 2-1 in favor of River Falls. Again, 15:56 the time of this one. And off the face-up one by River Falls. Thomas Clayton, a junior out of Cincinnati, with the goal. And Tim Gillette got the assist on the goal, the freshman from Somerset. Thomas Clayton, junior from Cincinnati. Gillette from Somerset, 2-1. Augsburg on the forecheck inside the offensive zone, trying to tie this one up. Going to break. Back behind the net on the forecheck, there's Martinson. Up the boards and cleared out to center ice. A race for the puck, broken up by Matt Nels. Here comes Big Paul. Sobry on the near right wing, into the zone is Gillette. Look at the centering pass, shot. Oh, what a save by Quinn. Austin Martin looking for his first Augie goal, and he just missed. Puck up along the far side boards and out to center ice. And backing up his broom, Max gets everybody outside, flips it into the offensive zone, and cleared immediately to the blue line, but not up. Held in by Deitch. Luke Deitch out of the near corner, puts it out front, and deflected one to the far side boards. Martinson goes up top of the point, broke it up momentarily. Max Broom has to retreat, get everybody outside. Ball sends it into the Augsburg zone. Peterson back behind his own. Fading out of the near corner, goes it out to center ice. Back checking, Nate Flynn to break it up. Into the zone is Miller, Ozzie Miller. Nick Schmidt with a block saving the whole line. And then Miller has dropped out a big check, and he goes down. A bit slow in getting up. 2-1. River Falls, Ozzie Miller. The sophomore from Stoughton, Wisconsin. Little guy. And he's up and he says he's okay. Now Ozzie's only about 5'8". Off the face-off, inside the Auggies zone for the point. It's held in by Rowan Sabadat. He's out of Ontario. Auggies will park it out of the zone. Nate Flynn up the left wing, coming with Deach, 2-on-2 into the zone. They crisscross. Nate Flynn has it taken away, and then set up on a big hit at center ice. Nailing his man with Joe Anderson. River Falls in the offensive zone, centering pass right out front, side of the Augie goal, and off into the near corner. At the half wall near side, they go up top to the point, hops the stick of David Landau back out to center ice. Landau for Sabadat. And Rowan takes a hit. And we have a whistle. And what do we have? We got a penalty against the Auggies. Looks like Drew Anderson is going to go off. Anderson at 2-minute minor at 18:06. And I think he's going to get an interference call. So River Falls will be on the power play with a 2-1 lead. Outshot in this period, 12-6. But the Auggies trail by a goal. And off the draw, River Falls wins that face-off offensive zone. Puck deflected up over the glass, up into the net, back behind Schmidt. And will drop the puck once again. But again, Drew Anderson, the penalty. And I believe it was interference. Checked way away from the puck. Drop luck, and the Falcons win the draw in the near face-off circle. Oh, they call elbowing against Drew. There's a shot just wide from that low slot by the Falcons. Not a shot. And the Falcons control the offensive zone, held in by Joey Dropluck. Goes up top for Hausinger. Orlando, top of the circle. As Hausinger in that high slot, the big defenseman goes wing far side. Dropluck plays it down low and off the stick there of Singerhouse. Conley goes up the wall. High slot again for Hausinger. Here's a shot. That's whistle wide by David Landau. And again up top. And the Auggies trying to clear the zone. As Goodmanson and Gillette are out there, the penalty killers. Taken away by Lucas, who'll send it all the way back down the ice. 1 minute remaining in the period. Wanted to find out how big Hausinger was. They say he's 6'1". He looks like about 6'7" out there. From center ice, Max Perlman with the puck. As there's Jake Lawrence into the zone. Short-handed. The Auggies will be short-handed for another 50 seconds. So this penalty will go over into the third period if we can make sure we don't give up a goal. Hausinger in the offensive zone. Perl will get to it first. Max time fires all the way down the ice, looking for that breakout pass of Jake Larson. Auggies had a short-handed goal last night. Andy Faust picking up a goal, the fourth goal of the hockey game for the Auggies. And Plains whistled down with 23.7 seconds ago in the period. 30 seconds ago in the River Falls power play. And the Falcons arguing. I think they won the case. The face-up is going to be inside the Augsburg zone. Now Max is trying to message with the line. Eric Frank will take the draw against Singerhouse. And won by Eric Frank. He splits the defense. He runs it all the way down the ice. And out for skate is Zach Quinn. They'll leave it for the defense. 15 seconds to go. Here comes River Falls from their own end. Out the near side boards. Into the zone is Miller. Ozzie Miller has it taken away and cleared. Down the ice by Max, and that'll do it. River Falls back. 2 seconds. And they'll fire it all the way down the ice. And that is the end of 2 periods of play from Monterey. Here in the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls. This is Augie hockey. Non-conference hockey on Augie Game Central audio and video streaming. And now some discussions after the whistle. Nate Flynn, our captain. And are we going to have penalties? No, the penalty door just opened. Nate Flynn has had a discussion with the officiating group. Let's see where Lightly Bog. Jimmy John, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located in the northwest corner of campus, and provide fast delivery. How fast, you ask? Pretty fast. Go to www.jimmyjohn.com to view their menu and hours. That's Jimmy John's. And take a trip down memory lane at Memory Lanes and Flashback Cafe on 26th Avenue, South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms. Make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesfpls.com for more information. Only goal of the period coming for the Falcons at 15:56. Thomas Clayton gets his first of the year as Timmy Gillette got the assist on the goal. Shots on goal in that period, the Augies 12 and the Falcons was 7, 20-13 overall. And River Falls will be on the power play for 6 seconds starting the third period. And in the MIC, just checking the MIC Volleyball Championship, it is now 2-1. St. Thomas came back and won the third set, 25-23. It's now 2-1 St. Thomas as they head to the fourth set. River Falls and the Auggies renewing their rivalry. First Chris Brown alumni. The University of Wisconsin, River Falls, played on the national championship team back in the, I want to say the 90s, 94 maybe. I'm not sure of the year. Am I giving Brownie credit for years? Yeah, this is my home for about 2.5 years of my college career back in the early 70s. We were between periods, as mentioned, and a chance to talk with Steve Freeman. Got to know him when he was playing for the Irondale Knights in the summer league out of the old Golden Valley Ice Center. And had a chance to renew acquaintances with my good friend and find out a little bit about this place and the Falcons. Augie game night continues here from Hunt Arena, the refurbished Hunt Arena here at the campus of the University of Wisconsin River Falls, my alma mater, and a chance to introduce the Augie. Okay, wrong one. Let's cue that baby up. Here we go. And Augie game day continues here on the Saturday night as the Augies take on the Falcons at the refurbished Hunt Arena. And a chance to visit with Steve Freeman. And before we talk about your hockey team, let's talk about this Taj Mahal and quite the facility you've got there, young man.
Oh, it's beautiful. You know, we're very, very lucky, and it's been a long time coming. We're just thrilled, and you know, they did a terrific job. They took care of all the small details, and it's fabulous. You know, the whole facility from the rink here to the gym to the weight room to the classrooms and everything, it's fabulous. We're very, very lucky.
And they redid the field house too, the Knowles portion of the arena?
Yeah, they kind of cleaned that up a little bit and shined that up, so the whole facility from top to bottom is really first class.
Well, with classrooms and offices and the 3 facilities and so on, how many square feet do you have here?
That's a good question. I have no idea. I know it was $63.5 million to put this thing together, so it was expensive, but like I said, it's been coming for over 20 years. It's been in the works, so finally this is the reward for 20 years of hard work.
A lot different than when I first applied to the trade here back 40 years ago. Let's talk a little bit about your team, young team, a lot of new faces.
Yeah, it really is. We've got 18 new players, 16 freshmen, and you know, we're trying to put it together, and we played pretty decent at times and then fell apart at times, so that's kind of what you get. Our major problem so far has been penalties. All these young guys coming out of junior hockey not adjusting very well, maybe not knowing the college game quite as much, using their sticks too much and that sort of thing, so that's really killed us the first 3 games here, and you know, we've had the lead last weekend both nights late in the third period and got beat with under 2 minutes left one night and under 4 minutes left the next night, and last night just got away with, you know, we had 2 5-minute majors last night, and they poured in 4 power play goals, so we didn't have much of a chance once they got going.
Well, with so many new faces, you obviously are experimenting a lot yet.
Oh, we are. You know, we're trying to figure guys out and things like that, and you know, not to complain or anything like that, make excuses, but you know, we've been bit by the injury bug, and we really don't have a lot of depth with our older players, and of course, it's our best defenseman and our leading forward that are out of the lineup right now with injuries, so we really kind of drop off the charts, and it's, you know, it's trying to get these guys to buy in and realize what we are as a program and how we play on the ice. And we haven't quite figured that out yet, but hopefully every game it's a learning experience and we can get a little bit better every time out.
Well, Steve, thanks for visiting with us and make us proud with this new facility.
Well, we will. It might take a little while to put it together, but we certainly will, and it's great to see you. Thanks for coming over.
Thank you, Steve Freeman, the head coach of the Falcons of the University of Wisconsin River Falls, good friend of mine for over 30 years. And, of course, he came on staff here, was the assistant coach under Dean Talifas way back when, then took over the reins when the Dean retired. And he's been at the helm ever since. And this program, down a little bit the last couple of years, but he's trying to turn things around with a lot of new faces. It is 2-1. River Falls trying to pick up their first win, and they have a power play going into the third period. Jimmy Schatz, the #1 sandwich choice for Augsburg Athletics, located on the northwest corner of campus, and provide fast delivery. Fast US, creaky fast. Go to www.jimmyjohns.com to view the menu and hours at Jimmy John's, and take a trip down memory lane. And memory lane's flashback cafe, 26 Avenue, South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food, and 2 game rooms. Make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesmpls.com for more information. Neil Ritchie Sherry coming here tonight from our rep, Tom Ritchie from the Ritchie Media Group. He is on camera here tonight. Be sure you check out his website. And we'll be in action again. Our next broadcast will be next weekend. Augsburg and Bethel. Men's and women's hockey, home and home both nights. And I'll have the road games at the Super Rink. And Josh Powers will have the home games at Ed August Head Rink. So 4 games for you on channels 1 and 2 of Augie Game Central next weekend. Basketball will debut on Wednesday, November 15th. As Coach Aaron Grace's basketball team will open their season against Northland College out of Ashland. And the Augie women's basketball team on the road at West Marina. And no, not West Marina. I don't remember what the gym name is up there. But they take on the Yellow Jackets on the 15th. And by the way, I've got a link to that game on my website, tjsportsonline.net. The link to that basketball broadcast, and you can find it there. Excited about the basketball and hockey seasons this season. The Augie women had the weekend off, trying to get healthy again. They had a scrimmage against St. Olaf earlier today at Ed August Head Rink, and we mentioned Bethel is their opponent next weekend. Now 1-1 on the season. And by the time they get back in action, hopefully Boomer will be back. Rebecca Sonic injured here about a week ago in the opening game of the season. And the last I heard, she was in a walking boot or in crutches, and hopefully she'll be ready to go. But if not, Mackenzie will be there. And Mackenzie was the game-winning goaltender in that win over Marion College. Last score of 6-1. So good luck to the Augie women's hockey team. Mention the calendar, basketball and hockey. How about the wrestling team? The annual Augie Adidas Open starts at 9 a.m. on Saturday, November 18th. Then they host St. Olaf on the 21st. It's only one of, I think we've got 4 home meets this year. We have St. Olaf, we have MSU Moorhead, we have UW Eau Claire, and we have Stevens Point. The Battle of the Birds will be down in Iowa this year. Thursday, February 1st, will be down in Waverly. National Championships this year will be in Cleveland, Ohio. The NCAA Division III West Regional, of course, will be in, I shouldn't say of course, but usually Augsburg does host the West Regional. Swimming and diving team, their second meet of the year. They have the University of St. Thomas Relays back in October. And today they were at Hamlin University for their invitational. Next weekend they'll be at McAllister. On the 14th, midweek, they've got the Ted Mullen Hour of Power meet. That'll be at the University of St. Thomas. And then also on the schedule, Gustavus and Cody Moorhead, and the Christmas trip that go down to Sarasota, Florida. And who else? They've got Hamlin, St. Mary's, and the University of Minnesota Challenge. Waiting for the return of these two teams. As we'll take a break, we'll have third period action as the Augies try to mount a comeback. It is 2-1 Falcons. This is Augie Game Day, audio and video streaming here at Augie Game Central. we welcome you back to the University of Wisconsin, River Falls and Hunt Arena. Actually, Hunt Arena, it dates back to, let's see, I came here in 75. I think the arena was initially built back in the early 70s. My first taste of Hunt Arena at that time was in Red Wing, and Red Wing used this arena as a practice facility before they got the bird ball. But again, the newly refurbished Hunt Arena is just gorgeous. The old arena wasn't that bad as well. I really enjoyed the old place. Not the greatest broadcast facility. But Jim Teese took good care of me. Now the retired SID here at River Falls. And Jim, if you're watching and listening tonight, we welcome you as we're audio and video streaming here on Auggie Game Central. It'll be Zach Quinn to our left and Nick Schmidt to our right. 2 to run River Falls, and they have a 6-second power play to start the third period. Let's see, it is Stevens Point up on Bethel 1-0. And St. Thomas up on St. Mary's 1-0. St. John's up on Stout 2-1. And let's see if we have any other men's scores. Eau Claire leading Hamlin 4-0. St. Olaf up on Gustavus 4-2. And that's it. St. Thomas and St. Kate's won the soccer titles this afternoon. Congratulations. As full strength and in the offensive zone is the shot by Drew Anderson. And that finds the glass and up into the net. Across the wing. The second half, actually, this is the third game in this facility here today. The Falcon women, they ranked the Falcon women's hockey program. They won earlier today. For the second hockey game, they had basketball this afternoon. The beautiful little Page Arena was just about packed. Didn't hear how that game came out. Puck against the near side board. There's a shot by Peterson, blocked by traffic. Picked up by the Falcons and cleared out to center ice. Auggies go back and regroup down 2-1. We're back at 5-on-5. Joe Anderson back into his own zone for Peterson. Pitty through traffic, through a double team into the zone. Here comes Nate Flynn around his man. In a goal shot. Quinn! Nate Flynn looking for his third goal of the year. And Zach Quinn slammed the door on him. From the point, Peterson will hold it in. At the half wall, Will Deitch. Deitch crisscrosses with Peterson. Corner for Flynn. There's Beanie as well. Who's playing point? Peck up there. There's Deitch. As Max Pearl playing the other point. Playing back behind the Falcon net. And cleared off the glass and out to center ice. On the stick of Karamos. And I apologize, Peter Karamos out of Rolling Hills, Illinois. I may have been butchering his name in the first couple periods. Corrected here between periods. Karamos. Peter on the ice along with Singerhouse and Ozzie Miller. Auggies in their own zone. They go left wing for Perham. Perham out to center. Frank out there for Goodmanson and Lucas Gillette. Goodmanson, the freshman out of Buffalo. Fire corner. Man, Drake down him. Doing a good job with Blake Anderson for the Wisconsin. And for the point, held in by Jason Fritsch. They go rink wide, out front. Quinn with a pass, save, rebound. Swept away. Center ice, spun around on the hit. There was Miller. As Fritsch has to go back into his own zone. Jason goes near sideboards. And it's deflected off the lively boards and comes free. Just one to the Auggie goal. Back in the near corner, off to our right. Cleared and finally carried out to center O'Connor. Left wing for Aaron. Into the zone. And takes a hit there from Clinton, who's got the lead goal. Thomas Clayton. The Falcons and out to center ice. Auggies get on side. And into the zone. Rodriguez, A-Rod has a poke checked away and cleared out the center. Turned back by Bukowski and carried on and whistled into the zone by Jesse Brown, former Somerset Spartan. I broadcast from that arena a few times. And out to center ice. Here comes Rodriguez into the zone. A-Rod down, but stops at the half wall. Rodriguez drops it low. Down behind the net for Madrid. Chandler out of the near corner, tries to put it out front. Deflected to the near side. Boards and out to center ice. Falcons lead pass. Coming back the other way. Here comes Vanderberg. Mitchell back behind the Auggie net. Holds on to the puck. Waiting for the Falcons and complete the line change. And dump down low for Bukowski. Bukowski back behind the Auggie net. Trying to clear the zone. Picked up out front. Vanderberg with a shot. And a save by Nick Schmidt. And the rebound. Not out. Finally it is cleared by the Augies and out to center ice. Saw the skate there of Jake Larson. And a neutral. Here come the Falcons in the zone offside. Just a stride offside with Singerhouse. Offside River Falls had played 3 minutes of the third period. Still 2-1 River Falls. Shots and goal. 22-14. Falcons lost last night to St. John's 6-2. The Augies defeating Superior by a score of 6-1. Falcons at Concordia Moorhead next weekend. The Augies home against Bethel. Off the face-off won by River Falls. Late pass too far for Hausinger, but Christian chases it down on the forecheck against that back wall. Get double teamed and lost it. Played up along the near side boards and out to center ice. And Scarabos, Peter will send it into the Augsburg zone. Schmidt will leave it there for Peterson. Peterson goes near wing for Austin Martinson and carried out of the zone by big Paul Sobry, the big man out of. Will flip it in as Quinn comes out, makes the scoop save with one hand, holds on to get a whistle with 16:26 to go. Do I dare to say 16:26 left in regulation. The sixth event on the Auggie Sports Calendar this week, and we only got 2 and 3. Need a win here to go 500. In volleyball and hockey, losses in volleyball and soccer and football. Off the face-off, Falcons zone behind the net. As with the puck is Cavalier, Ryan gets it up. Bring it out to center ice. Send to the offensive zone by Singerhouse. Charlie after. Backhand shot hits the side of the goal. Puck against the far side board. Singerhouse to take it down. Puck loose against the wall out there on the far side. And again, the Falcons hold it in. Singerhouse centering pass right through the streets of Karambos and on the near side boards. Still in that Augsburg zone. And into the near face-off circle. Give and go out of the corner. And taken away by Purim. Backs out to center for Drew Anderson. Zone 3. Drew can't get it shown up. As it's broken up in the back check by Blake Anderson. And cleared by River Falls to the line, but not out. With the boards, no, it stayed in the on the ice surface. Thought that was headed for the grandstand. Here is Luke Deach. Deach's pass, and Jason Critch can't handle it. River Falls to hold the offensive zone. Pass picked off. Critch ahead for Anderson. Number got to Nate Flynn. Inside the Falcons zone, Flynn over skates. And now the puck is deflected up into the River Falls bench. And across the way. 15:21 to go. Again in the third period. Football this afternoon. Not a good first half. We were 23-16 Bethel at half. But the Royals dominated the second half and won by 42-22. We could not hold on to the football this afternoon. I think we had 3 fumbles. Not a good afternoon for the Augies. Play inside the River Falls zone, and from the point is a shot by O'Connor. Wide against the near side board. Gillette tips it down low for Goodmanson. Gunner, far corner for Brink. Break out front for Gillette. Back to Brink. Pass never got there. Lock in the far corner as Hausinger takes his man out of the play. There's a shot from the slot, and a shot taken there by Goodmanson. That was just wide of the goal. Back in the near corner, River Falls in. Jumping into the play, Jason Critch to hold the zone out of the corner. Critch puts it back behind that. Brink out front looking for Goodmanson. And that is deflected into the slot. Gillette can't get a shot on. Down the Falcons, left to right, and out to center. Dropped down a big check as Ryan Hill. River Falls in a line change. Augie trying to take advantage. Lead breakout pass tipped into the zone by Eric Brink. And the first man back is Anderson for the Falcons. Comes out the far side door. Goes near side boards for Landau. David will flip it in on goal. Nick Schmidt makes the save. Gloves holds on to get a whistle as we played now 5 minutes. This third period, 14-19 to go. That on shot on goal, the 15th of the game for the Falcons, and their 9th since the first period. It was 8-6 Augies after the first period. Face-off to the left to Schmidt, and the puck drop near face-off circle, and carried out of the zone by Larson. Rodriguez into the zone. Point fires, that's why. Rebound off in the near corner. Larson gets to it first. Rodriguez back to Gets a return pass from Jake Larson, puts it through the slot, nobody home. Chopping in to the point, Dallas will hold the offensive zone. Back in the near corner. Auggies to the half wall. There's A-Rod into the near face-off circle. Poke check away from it. Taken away by David Landau. Landau ahead to center ice for Anderson. He'll flip it in. He'll peel back as the Falcons in a line change. The Auggies in their own zone. Breakout pass coming to center. Here comes Madry. Into the zone. Madry. Drop pass. Rodriguez fires. Save. Oh, what a catch save by Zach Quinn. And they rebound up in the near corner. As they go up top looking for Bukowski. Poke checked away. We got a whistle. And we've got the penalty handed out. I've never seen that signal before. We got a penalty against River Falls going off as Brian Tetelier. And the referee gave a signal. I've been doing hockey for 40 years. I've never seen that sign before. Face the Auggies going to power play for a fourth time tonight. And off the face of Furrow for the point for Eric. I don't know what that was either. I can't quite understand the PA now. So Auggies on the power play, trying to hold the zone. Brent cannot. Eric out to center ice, has a poke away, and the Auggies have to go back. A minute and a half to go on the power play. 13 minutes to go, and a 2-1 Falcon lane third period. From back behind his own net, comes up the middle, and the Falcons play the 1-2-1. As hooked into the zone by Nate Flynn, deep down the near right wing, stops in the corner. Nate back behind the net for Flynn. Flynn, the captain, goes up top for Max Firm. Firm, Brink wide. Brink, back up top to Max in the slot. Out of the way for Nate Flynn. Back to back, poke checked away. And set down the ice by Caden Cahill. He's got the first goal for the Falcons. A minute to go on the Augie power play. And just one shot on goal with a one-man advantage. Come on, turn it up. Come on, guys. Right to left Perham out of his own zone. With left wing pass too far. Jake Larson all the way down ice. And ice in the call. You don't ice the puck when you're on the power play. Come on, guys. Quite a sheriff as we were last night. 47 seconds to go in the Augie power play. Face off in our own zone. And there is Madry out there. Along Rodriguez, Critch, Larson out there. Power play, Jason Critch. Augies win that face-off. Correction, Max Perham still on defense. Max to center ice. Max from Stockholm. The offensive zone. He'll go in on the forecheck and get to the puck first. The puck in his skates. Loose and cleared by the Falcons. Up the left wing boards. Critch jumps in to play the hold his own momentarily. Now backhanded out to center ice. And going back forward is Rodriguez. A-Rod around one man. Gets a pick. Down the right wing. Rodriguez out front. Shot safe. Rebound Larson. And Zach Quinn is down. On Larson. And there we go. Put in by Jason Critch on the rebound. Larson was robbed. Quinn was down and came up top on the wing. And into the goal. Jason Critch gets his second goal of the season. And the Augies have tied it up. I think that was an even strength goal. Nonetheless, for the Augies, time to go will be 8:24. Jason Critch. Jake Larson will get one of the assists on that goal. And we got a 2-2 hockey game. As we get 3 shots on goal, we'll make the last one count there on the power play. And the face-up at center ice. Goodmanson take the draw against Jesse Brown. And up the pitch. Controlled by Jason Critch and the Augies. O'Connor, here we go. Second. Oh, they gave it to A-Rod. Rodriguez got the assist on that goal. Ice in the goal against River Falls. Rodriguez getting his second point. He has a goal and an assist. He may have gotten an assist. Chandler. Critch, a junior defenseman, get his second of the year. We got a 2 with 11:16 to go in regulation. And off the face up, there's Gillette to hold the zone. Yes. High slot down the right wing around his man. Plays it back behind that. Pass never got to break. And out of the corner, Goodmanson gets spun around. Played up the wall there. Gillette to hold the zone. And Goodmanson from break back behind the Falcon net. Dumping into the play to hold the zone is Bukowski. Off the board to not the center. Backboard on the nice back check is Julkas Gillette. Gillette's pass is broken up by the Falcons. Here to the zone. Aaron break. Trying to feed the point, could not. Nels has to get the troops onside. He does. And dump back in. River Falls will regroup back in their own zone. Breakout pass up the right wing and fired into the zone by Clayton. Thomas Clayton. As Nels, Matt gets it out to center ice. Gillette's pass was tipped high in the air. Loose at center, coming back. Not forward. As Gunner into the zone around the double team. Yep. Not exactly. And nice job to hop over his own teammate, Austin Martinson. Center ice into the zone is Clayton. Clayton has got goal number 2 for the Falcons. Back in the near corner inside the Auggies zone. With 10 minutes and change remaining from the point, there's a shot. Blind to the goal taken by Gillette. And out of the near corner, Falcons again up top for Gillette. Rick wide, one-timer, Landau wide. And off that back wall, Peterson gets to it first as he gets it out to center ice. A little bit too far for Jake Larson. Carried on by Max. Red line. Sends it up the board, turned back. Almost over to tip it into the zone. Land out and clear again out to the 2-on-2 coming back. Here come the Falcons. Into the zone is Droplik. Shot on goal. Nick Schmidt with the save and holds on. Droplik getting the assist on Caden Cahill's goal in the first period. 9:39 to go here in the third period. Auggies went overtime against Gustavus in the showcase here a couple weeks ago. And something could get tossed on the face-off circle. No, I guess not. Leach on the draw against Singerhouse. And the draw. Shot hit the pipe on the near side and the rebound wide. Off the face-off. Shot hit the pipe on the near side and took a funny bounce. Falcon fans thought they had themselves a goal. And it was about a half inch from being in the net. Auggies got lucky. He can be good. He can be lucky. It takes all of it to win a hockey game. Auggies in the zone for Drew Anderson. On his off wing. Flynn back to Anderson. Back behind him. Back behind the Falcon net there is Deach. He overspains. It's picked up by Cavalier. Plays it up the slot. Plays to the line. Held in momentarily by Anderson. And he'll send it back down low. Blake Anderson for the Falcons. Off the boards and up the center ice for Carabos. And Peter will drive it in. He'll circle to the bench as the Falcons will line change. Bukowski trying to take advantage of it. Here comes Buko out of his own zone. Brett Bukowski plays for the zone. Anderson. Puck out to the blue line. And up the center ice, Bukowski. As the puck on our corner. Inside the Falcons zone, there's a shot by Eric Brick, saved by Quinn. And the rebound off into the near corner. And back behind the River Falls net. Brink off of that far corner offensive zone. Brink holds on the puck at the half wall. Down low for Rodriguez against the backboards. Gets the pick, comes out front. Out for Brink. Shot. Oh, what a pen save by Zach Quinn. And the rebound is batted away into the near side boards. Comes the line, but not out now. The Falcons come back. Hausinger lays the Falcon rush into the zone. That's offside. They didn't call it. Come on. Pass out front. Tip on goal. And a save there. Tipped on goal by Vandenberg and Nick Schmidt to hold on and gets the whistle. 7:43 to go in a 2-2 hockey game. 27-17. Your shot shed goal. And a shout out to my buddy Kevin Bain, who is watching and listening back home. Face out to the right of Nick Schmidt. And off the draw. Either that or he's at the Gopher women's game against MSU Mankato. And the puck coming back into the zone is Gillette. Down the right wing, fires, Quinn with a save. Rebound, loose in the crease. And it comes free up on the wing and a shot. Quinn again with a save. And this time squeezes the pads together to hold on and get a whistle. And a stop into play clock for 7:25 to go. Auggies with their 29th shot on goal of this hockey game. Trusting that the last night. It was 4-0. Face off to the left of the River Falls goaltender. Goodman. The points are Perham and Peterson. Peterson for the point. He'll play it down low, banks it off the back wall. Come free, up into that far corner. Picked up by River Falls. And they can't clear the zone. Now they do. Lead pass to Potter. Max Perham on his own blue line. Poke checked away, but Peterson to clear. And out to center. Tipped into the offensive zone by Jake Larson. River Falls back. Up the board. Larson on the forecheck to hold the offensive zone momentarily. And it's played the line. And on the inside boards and out to center. Center right back in to the offensive zone. And evidently we might be having some problems. Our audio, a little bit of. Now Richie can figure that one out. There's a shot wide of the goal by Drew Anderson. And it's back behind the net is Eric Brink. Correction at Blue Beach. Up top for Pritchard's got to go. He tied it up. Buck off in that far corner. And they played in on the forecheck. Each trying to pop it. 3-4-man run be strong. Picked up and cleared by River Falls. That should be nice. And it is a nice hit call with 6:15 to go. 1-0 Augies. River Falls scored 2 in a row. And the Augies tied. Period on Pritchard's second goal of the hockey game. Timeout call. Which one we do? Steve Kimball will call a timeout. Take a trip down memory lane. A memory lane is a flashback to phase 106 Avenue, South Minneapolis. 30 bowling lanes, live entertainment, great food and two gamers. Make for a great time. Visit www.memorylanesfbls.com for more information. And Twin City Orthopedics, one of the biggest providers for Augsburg Athletics. TCO offers orthopedic urgent care hours at 6 convenient locations across the metro. Open 8 to 8, 7 days a week. Visit them at tcomn.com to find a location nearest you. Next broadcast here at Augie Game Central, we've got doubleheader action. Augsburg men's and women's hockey next weekend. I'll be at the Super Rink with the men's game on Friday, the women's game on Saturday. And Powers will be at home for the women's game and the men's game. Audio video stream. Game that's August then on Channel 1. Channel 2 will have the games up at Bethel. And you can find links to the broadcast, of course, at Augie Game Central. And, of course, TJSportsOnline.net. That's my website. For Augsburg, St. Kate's, University of Minnesota, Women's Hockey, Stillwater, Creek, Rudolph Hall, Woodbury. All of my clients. Face off to the left of Quinn, and the draw back behind the Falcon net. As Hausinger gets it out of the zone and out to center ice, and sending the zone by almost another. Schmitty will leave it there for Jason Critch. And the big guy out of Tino. Headman pass. Flynn, pick from deep. The slot. Nate holds the trigger, fires. Flynn with a save. Holds on to get a whistle. And a stoppage of play. And the face-up inside the Augsburg zone. And we apologize if we've got some audio problems. We have a little voice going on in the broadcast. Hopefully the audio is intelligent enough considering the source. And plays Wilson down at center ice. And the face-up inside the River Falls over 5:47 ago. And off the face-off, Augsburg controls the zone. Some points firm with a shot wide. And the rebound off that back hole picked up by Madry. Chandler up top for Jason Critch. Back to Chandler behind the net for Aaron Brink. Brink in that far corner. Big bonded there on the far side by Dropwood. And now River Falls coming left to right. 4 on right. They hurry. Cahill into the zone. Caden down the right wing, fires, bad angle shot, and steered aside by Nick Schmidt. And the puck bouncing off into that far corner. Picked up by Rodriguez. Drop pass for O'Connor. O'Connor spins away for the first forechecker. Plays it up the wing as Rodriguez to center. Turns and sends it into the zone. Looking for some. And it is cleared away momentarily by the Falcons. Got to get onside, guys. They do. Brink back to the blue line for Nels. As Matt up the right wing board. Pass never got to Madry, and Bukowski has to go back. As Cahill peels off, he'll head for the bench. Falcons in the line change. Bukowski on the rush, right to left. 4:40 to go. In the zone. Madry. He takes a hit. It goes down. Back behind the Falcon. Then Rodriguez in on the forward check. As he is tied up. Brink trying to pop it free. Taken away by Rodriguez. A-Rod out front, fires, and a shoulder save by Quinn. From the other side, a shot and fly. Back in the near corner, cleared out of the zone and all the way down the ice. And that maybe should be icing, and it is icing the call against River Falls with 4:18 to go. Shot set goal 31-18 in favor of the Augies. We have had the shots at goal advantage for much of the game here tonight. Off the face-up. Augsburg controlling the face-up in the offensive zone. Now to center ice. As coming back on the rush with Jesse Brown. He was tied up at the Augie blue line. Comes loose to center ice. Jake Larson around one man. Ahead for... Way wide in the Falcon goal. Puck in the near corner again. We're 2-2 with less than 4 minutes to go in regulation. Off the right wing boards. Played out the center. There's Prum at the blue line, or the red line. His pass, and on the back check is by Clayton. Plays up the left wing boards and tipped into the Augies zone. Prum going back for the Augies, back behind his zone. That feeds the near side boards, comes up the wall, and out the center ice. Played ahead for Lucas into the offensive zone, coming for Larson. And it's poke checked away by the defense. And the Falcons coming back the other way transition into the offensive zone is Vandenberg. And he is a ticket away. Augies breakout. Jake Larson puts it out front. Glove saved by Quinn. And he'll hold on and get a whistle. As the Augies and Hugh Anderson. Is that Gunnar Goodmanson were looking for the tip right out front. Falcons and Concordia Moorhead next week up in the Red River Valley. Augies home again next weekend. Basketball, November 15th. Tournament around the road at UW Superior. The men will be at home against Northland County. County Beatty is going to be doing a lot of the basketball games this year. We had Josh Powers up to job at Augie football this past year. And there's only they had to do with some repair work. That is true, taking something down. Some guy with a gun was out there tightening up some bolts and stuff. Face off to the left of Quinn. Augies win the draw. Puck in the slot, turning and firing is Anderson. And armed out of there by Quinn after out of the corner, Nate Quinn. Forward Britt down low, side of the goal. Quinn with a save. Puck is loose in the paint. And turning and firing is Drew Anderson. That hits traffic. And out of the corner is Luke Deitch. Deitch back behind the Falcon net. And cleared away by Bill. That split over skates. And coming back the other way is Carabos. And he'll send it in wide of the goal. Wide of the Augie goal. Puck in the near corner, back behind the Augie net. 2:35 to go in a 2-2 hockey game. Falcons changing. Augies on the rush. Jason Critch. Pass ahead for Nate Flynn. Nate at the end of a... He'll fire it in and peel off. Well, Logan's going to stay out there. Puck inside the Falcons zone. Nate Flynn on the forecheck. Breaks up the rush momentarily. Now flipped out the center. Bukowski out there with Matt Nels. Bukowski's pass for Eric Brink. Poke checked away. Here comes Caden Cahill into the zone. On the wing for Droplik with a shot wide of the Augie goal. And against the boards, Madrid to clear to center for Brink. Brink for Rodriguez. And A-Rod will drive it into the offensive zone. Puck in there, Cole the River falls in. And back behind the net. Falcons with the puck with under 2 minutes to go in regulation. Again, we're 2-2. Played up to 4. boards and tipped into the zone. Momentarily coming back as Singerhouse. Charlie off in that far corner, and he taken hard in that boards. Back in the corner for Bukowski as Cahill overskates. Auggies coming right to left on the breakout, and on the move is Brink for Madrid. Back to Brink, and he took a whack at it. Waist-high shot on the curveball coming off the corner, and he put it wide and off the glass and out to center ice. Peterson in the zone for Perham. Perham up the boards and the zone. 1:18 to go. Cleared by the Falcons to the line, but not out. And now we got a whistle. And whatever the call was, we're going to get a face-off inside the River Falls zone. Shots on goal, 31-19. 1:14 to go. And the third period in a 2-2 contest. Goodmanson, Gillette. And who's the winner on that far side? Nick Larson. Up to the line. Perham cannot hold it in. Has to go back. Max into his own zone. Out to center. And pass ahead for Gillette. Gillette into the zone with Goodmanson. And Goodmanson a shot. Backward. Rebound is score! And a goal shot from behind that Goodmanson. Garner gets his first goal as an Augie. The first shot was sticked out there by Zach Quinn. Goodmanson from behind the net. Set it down front, deflected behind Zach Quinn. And we got an Augie 3-2 lead up to 19. Minute mark. And he gets his first of the year. Goodmanson. And I think he took the initial save, the initial shot. I'll get the scoring in just a bit. And off the face-off. And Luca Gillette will get the assist and the goal. And the audio problem, I apologize, might be my headset. This one is in about its 5th year of existence, so we'll have to change it out before next weekend. Hey, we got an Augie 3-2 lead with 50 seconds to go, and Quinn is out of the net. As it'll be 6-on-5, River Falls will face up in the offensive zone. In there on the face-up and drop look. And toss on the face-off circle as Deach Flynn will step in, and off the draw comes the line and out to center. After that, for the Falcons, up the left wing forward. Singerhouse playing to the Augie blue line and flipped high in the air into the rafters. And on the flank, 40.9 seconds to go. Goodmanson from behind the net. Banked it off somebody. And into the net, it is 3-2 Augies. Looking for win number 4. Face out to the right is Schmitty against Luke Deach. And the face-off won by Deach. Puck in the near face-off circle. Kurtz to clear up the boards, but not out. Falcons hold it in. There's a shot from a bad eagle, whistled up over the net to the near side boards, and it's held in by Hausinger at the blue line. It's sent on the zone by the Auggies. Hausinger goes rink wide, back of the zone. There's a blast, and it's just way wide. Picked up and cleared by the Auggies, but not out. There's a shot at goal. Schmitty will stick that one away. In the corner is O'Connor. 15 seconds to go. Puck in the near circle. Played off the glass and out to center ice. That'll be an icing call. And it is icing with 5.7 seconds to go. And River Falls will have the face-off inside the Augsburg zone. 33-19, the shot goal. We've got goals now this season on these first 4 games from what? I'd have to do the checking, but 8 different players have scored. And off the draw, Jake Larson. And there's a break. Empty netter. Oh, he has to high at the horn sound. Dave Flint from center ice had a wide open net and a sheepish grin on his face as he missed his 3rd goal, but the horn sounds and the Augies cut from behind again to win by a score of 3-2 and go 4-0 on the season. Coming home to take on Bethel. Our broadcast here tonight on Augie Game Central. Brought to you by Demontes. It's more than just pizza and hot hoagies at Demontes. They have the variety like calzone salads, garlic cheese bread, breadsticks, boneless chicken wings, honey pasta, lasagna, desserts, 100 plus Coca-Cola, freestyle beverage options, and more. Your food to make it your very own Devani's favorite. And a broadcast brought to you by Wells Fargo. Deposit checks quickly and securely with your own smartphone using Wells Fargo Mobile Deposit. Go to wellsfargo.com to download the app. Well, the scoring summary here tonight. And the Auggies, River Falls got on the board first. Power play goal at 8:16. Caden Cahill got his second of the year from Joey Droplock. It was 1-0. Jake Larson was tied up on his first Auggie goal at the 9:36 mark. Assisted by Chandler Madrick and Alex Rodriguez. And then the Falcons took the lead in the second period on a goal by Thomas Clayton. And that was at 15:56. It was 2-1 River Falls and a power play for about 6 seconds to start the third period. But the Auggies came back at 8:24. Jason Critch getting his first of the year with an assist from Alex Rodriguez. And A-Rod picking up his third assist of the year to make it 2-2. Then at the 19-minute mark, Lucas Lutt took the shot. Zach Quinn made a stick save and a trickle behind the net. Goodmanson the forecheck picked it up, fired it out front, deflected off bodies behind Quinn and into the net. As Gunnar Goodmanson gets his first goal as an Augie and the game winner with 1 minute remaining up on the clock. 3-2 is your final. Shots on goal tonight. Your final is 33-19. And that's the story tonight here from Honolulu. And a reminder, our broadcast here at Augie Game Central is made possible by all these fans. They include our businesses. They include Twin City Orthopedics, Wells Fargo Minnesota Coaches Incorporated, Devani's Pizza and Hot Hoagies, the Courtyard Minneapolis Hotel, 360 Wow Incorporated, the Corner Bar, Private Financial for Luther Jimmy John's, and Memory Lane's and Flashback Cafe in South Minneapolis. Congratulations to St. Thomas and St. Kate's, our MIAC soccer champions this year. And what do we got? Where's the final on volleyball? And it's 2-2. And I think St. Ben's came back and won it. And St. Thomas was up 2-1. And then St. Ben's came back and won 27-15. And the Blazers won 15-10 in the fifth set. St. Ben's is our MIAC volleyball champions. Congratulations to Nicole Hess and the Blazers as they win the MIAC volleyball championship. And they'll be headed to the playoffs. St. Thomas Gustavus probably will get at-large bids. And with that, time to run the credits. Thank you, Amber, the head softball coach here at River Falls. I think the Auggies will be taking on the Falcons sometime this spring. And thanks to Amber, thanks to the folks here at River Falls. Tom Ritchie from the Ritchie Media Group, we invite you to check out his website. Thank you, Tom, for the engineering tonight. Thanks to Steve Freeman, the head coach of the Falcons, and to Chris Brown, our own head coach. 3-2 is your final. And I'm Tom Ritchie. We'll be back talking with you next Friday and Saturday night as the Auggies take on the Bethel Royals. And again, from Honolulu, the capital of the University of Wisconsin, River Falls. Good night, everybody. Hey, we'll talk again.